Papa's working. Thank you, buddy. Can you give me 5?
This is why he can never get stuff done.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy. What a good help, Cheech. We doing shocks out with the old?
Yeah.
Oh, Joe, whoa. It's heavy. It's heavy. You got it?
Use your muscles.
It's heavy. You got, oh. All right, we're gonna put it down on the ground, okay, bud? Watch your toesies. What is going on, Bourbon Lifers? Welcome back to another episode on Bourbon Life, where today, on this beautiful Friday, happy Friday, by the way. It's been a long week at work, and I have been itching to get out here and do a little work on the Burb. I took about a week and a half off from other projects, and today, we're doing Bilstein 5100s. I wanna raise this Burb about 2 inches. So with keys in the front and rear blocks 2 inches in the back, I think it's gonna give a great leveled lift look without doing anything crazy to these stock components. So I did it to the Chevy Silverado, and I think it looks great. I'll show the Chevy Silverado in a little bit, but we're gonna jump right into it. However, I'm not gonna go too much in depth because I feel like there's so much information and videos out there already. However, I'm gonna pause because this is the 2500 8.1 with the LT auto ride that isn't working currently. It hasn't worked since I've gotten it. Don't really want to diagnose the issues. I know these things can get super expensive when you go to fix them. So I really want to have the capability to lift this truck permanently about 2 inches, level it out, and then eventually maybe put in an airlift suspension. So stay tuned. We're gonna jump right into it. I already got the jacks. I'm gonna lift this bad boy up on all 4 jacks, take the tires off, and I'll give you a quick overview of the auto ride. Like I said before, there is a lot of information out there already on like the 1500s with just like a stock suspension. However, this 8.1 2500 comes with the auto ride, which isn't working. And I already disconnected the battery, pulled the fuse, which I'll show you, and then reconnected the battery, and it killed the auto service ride error message. I also have these little modules here. These little modules that you'll plug into the existing electronic connectors where the shocks, the original OEM shocks went. So let's get into it. I'm gonna throw you guys on the tripod and jack the truck up, and hopefully this goes smooth. I don't even want to say that because we know how that plays out on the channel. I think it's gonna take 3 hours, and then it takes me 3 weekends because I gotta reorder parts, I gotta do things over. So I'm gonna take my time, do this right. It's suspension work, a lot of safety involved. So I wanna make sure I do it right, torque things down properly. So let's get into it. All right, we got baby Cheech and Mama Bear. Say hi, guys.
Hi.
All right, this is the current status. All tires are off. We're up on jack stands. We're being safe. OSHA approved, right, Mama?
Yeah.
We're on jack stands, so this is where we're at. I don't know if this is how it is for all Suburbans, but the 8.1, because it's got the LT auto ride, it's a little bit difficult to get tools where they need to go in order to loosen up. I was able to get that bolt out. Where is it? Right there. And then now we're working on the top, and while I could probably bust that through with a impact wrench, I like using hand tools just so I can get the feel of like how tight things are, and I don't want to strip anything. So this is where we're at. Stay tuned. All right, shout out to Andrew behind the camera, holding the camera here. We got the Bilstein 5100 in. Now is the hard part, and according to Andrew, if I can push this shock together, it means that I can bench press 6,000 pounds. So let's see. Andrew, we might need you to do it, bud. Is it in? Oh, it's so close. Okay. It's so close, buddy. Oh my gosh, this is hard, man. think I got it in. Whew, that was heavy. But hold on, did I do it the right way is the question. All right, and pause. Let's see. Oh, it's so close. Okay. Boom. Got it. The question is, did I put the bolt on the right way? I don't know. We'll find out. Andrew, let me tell you what, bud. If it wasn't for you, I don't think anything would be getting done. Perfect. Let me see the phone. Let me give him a little shot. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Andrew, you don't want to be in? The cameraman?
No, thank you.
Bilstein 5100s. It was a pain in the butt to get the bolt out from up here, if you can see. And I think I'm just gonna bypass the auto ride, just take all these components out since I'm not gonna be using them anyway. Well, remember what I said about things taking X amount of time, and then it ends up taking a lot longer. Literally only got the back done. These were a pain in the butt to take off, but you can see Bilsteins are on. And then tomorrow I will do the fronts. I still got it up on jack stands, as you can see over there. The hardest part was really just kind of figuring out the existing wiring for the air ride and just kind of wiring everything up with those modules and just making sure that they're taped, they look clean. So these shocks, ironically, are still good. I don't know if these are the original. I think they are, but maybe I'll throw these up on Marketplace. These will be for sale, but as you can see, the Bilsteins are on. And stay tuned, because not to ruin a surprise, but I got a new wheel and tire setup coming, and I'm pumped. It's about 10 o'clock. I'm debating whether or not I should knock out the fronts now. But you know how that goes. I'll be working till 1. Project continues. All right, so I lied. It is now 11 o'clock in the cover of darkness, and I decided to get everything wired up, and I wanted to show you guys real quick. So the modules that I bought on Amazon, which I will try to remember to leave a link in the description below this video. So these are the modules. This side I had to hardwire, cut the factory harness and just hardwire. And this is just plug and play. So this is the company, M&P USA Air Ride Bypass Modules. This one, there's 4 of these that plug and play to the factory harness. And then on the other side, on the driver's side, I'm on the passenger side. On the driver's side, this module is plug and play. However, this one I had to hardwire and splice it in. Ironically, the 2 in the front are the same as these, and there's only one area to, there's only one wire that comes out. The other one goes right in the top of the strut. I'll show you real quick. As you can see, I already got it wired up. It's the M&P USA, and then the only other wire is the airline right here that goes right on the top of the strut. So I just wanted to get the wiring done, so that all I'm dealing with is removing the strut and putting it in. Stay tuned. If I decide to knock this out, it'll probably be 1 a.m. getting it done. All right, for documentation purposes, you got a 14 minute. Whoa, the light is burning out too. You got I don't even know if I can get in there. You got a 14 mil nut on top and 13/16 down below for each. And hopefully this thing doesn't spin, but if it does, you might have to put a wrench on the tippity top. All right, so as much as I didn't want to, I tried to zip this off with a ratchet and it just kept spinning. So I decided just to If you can't beat them, join them. Just cut a little notch out of the fender flare. Definitely didn't want to, but this gives me plenty of room to just access it right here. I'm sure there's a special socket set or tool or something that I just don't have at midnight. So still on the passenger side front. Gonna keep plugging away as I'm on a roll. All right, drop a comment down below. How the heck do you get from here to here? I've been pushing and wrestling with this thing. It's near and impossible. I'm not giving up yet. Holy cow. First off, make sure you guys and ladies have been bench pressing, because getting this in, I still got the driver's side to do. I don't know if I'm gonna do it tonight. It's like 12:30. But do yourself a favor, cut a little notch out of the plastic, get yourself a 17-inch with the Bilstein 5100s. The nut is a 17 millimeter, and some vice grips. And you'll see there's a little indentation for the vice grips. And get yourself one of these, I don't even know what you call these, like adjustable socket wrenches. This will make your life so much easier. Stay tuned. I'm just gonna do the driver's side and probably just wrap it up for the night. I'll put the wheels on tomorrow. I'll take it for a spin. Okay, remember that moment when I told you all that I was going to bed at 10? Well, it's now almost 2 in the morning. And I literally just got this shock in. This was a beast. The front was so much worse trying to get it in. I'm like out of it. I'm not even gonna install the tires. I'll do that tomorrow. But I just want to show you guys the best way I was able to do this was get underneath it like this and literally pull it down, get the bottom in. You can see that. See how the bolts like kind of half in? Just catch it so you still have some room to move the shock. Get it halfway in down below and just yank on it down, and then move it over and slide it right up and in. That was a freaking beast. I'm gonna have to take a break. It's a love-hate. I love to hate working on the Burb, but I kind of love it. Stay tuned. I'm gonna get this wrapped up, and I'm probably gonna put the wheels on tomorrow because I'm toast. Okay, after 8 hours of work on the Burb, after a 8-hour work day at my normal job, you think I had to leave it half done? You should start calling me Mr. Getting It Done. And you know I had to take it for a spin and make sure we get no dash lights. No dash lights. What's up with them fogs though, huh? Alright, first driving impression. Let's see. I might just keep it rolling. Let me close the garage. It is currently, I don't even know what time. I'm gonna keep this rolling so you guys get a first impression. Let me shut off the AC. I'm gonna roll down the windows. Alright. So far so good. Watch the entire truck just fall apart. I'll take it slow. Just kind of gauge. So far so good. You know, first impressions, I'll be honest with you, it's smooth, and maybe there's is a break-in period. However, oh God, I can't. I'm gonna have to drive this. Maybe it's a placebo effect. I don't know. It's a pretty smooth road, but I'm just gonna do a loop here. I don't know. First driving impressions seem. Let me hit this little bump here. I'll tell you. Make sure everything's good. You know, the rebound is much better when you hit a bump. However, they definitely feel, I mean, the auto ride was amazing, even though it wasn't even working. Yeah, you know what? It definitely feels smoother. Maybe there's a break-in period with these shocks, but so far so good. I don't hear any noise. I don't hear any clanging or banging or tanging. Wow, what a job. That's all I gotta say. And I was on a roll. I think I had 2 Zoas today, so I was just wired to get this done. Alright, I'm gonna do a little loop here and then I'll end with you guys in the driveway. Well, there you have it. That's what we do here on Bourbon Life. We just suffer through projects on the Bourbon, knowing that one day, very soon, in the foreseeable future, this thing's gonna be taking my family and I, rather, on some pretty cool excursions. So another project done, wrap it up, in the books. That was a job. This shirt was white when I started and now it's a mess. Hands are a mess, got a nice gash. So I love this. I genuinely love it. As much as I hate sometimes the process taking a lot longer than normal. I think I gotta look at the green light over there. As much as I hate projects taking longer than normal, I love the end result and I love finishing. And it's a double-edged sword because I'll keep going until I got nothing left. So I owe that to my dad. Pop, thanks for teaching me to never give up. It's good to struggle, push through when life pushes back. So anyway, truck is on all 4 wheels. Everything's torqued down. Honestly, I do notice a drastic difference. However, it's not like, whoa, because quite frankly, the auto ride suspension was not, it was still working. Actually, this is totally fine. You could probably put this in another vehicle and be totally fine. The only thing that wasn't working was the air compressor, and I wasn't going to start diagnosing what those issues were. And quite frankly, I wanted to lift this anyway. Plus, I have some airlift airbags ready to go on the back. However, I'm gonna hold off on that project because this one was a doozy, and I'm gonna do some little things here and there, and then we'll get back to the bigger projects. But let me know down below, what do you guys want to see next? What do y'all want to see next? I'm ready to turn this thing into a full-blown adventure rig. I'm talking roof rack, rear swing out bumpers, wheels and tires, which are on the way. I cannot wait to get those on. So in prep for wheels and tires, I wanted to get the Bilstein 5100s on, and then I got front keys and rear blocks to put on, so to make room for the tires. However, I'm not gonna let you know what size I went with. We're gonna keep that a surprise. So anyway, guys, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't even know what time it is, but I love you all. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Stay tuned for the next video, and we'll catch you later. Peace.